Well, hello. It is Tuesday, March 22nd, 2022. We're on day 14 of our 40-day prayer emphasis, and we're on page 22 of our book today, and the topic is Raise Up New Leaders. Something that feels like a topic for prayer. We need more leaders, but it's also a topic for prayer because when we look for leaders and we pray for leaders to emerge, we're praying for leaders with the right heart. We're praying for leaders with character and with integrity. So our focus verse for today is 2 Timothy 2, verses 1 through 2. I'll read that, where we see the need for spiritual ability in raising up leaders, and also the raising up of the right kinds of leaders. Paul says this: "You then, my child, be strengthened by the grace that's in Jesus Christ." Raising up leaders takes strength, it takes energy, and that depends on the gracious work of Jesus in us. So we're to raise up gracious leaders in the way that we have been saved and led and trained, and that's in the grace of Jesus. The gospel is an essential part of how we raise up leaders. So Paul says, "And what you've heard from me in the presence of many witnesses, entrust to faithful men who will be able to teach others also." There are 4 generations of gospel witness here in this passage. You have Paul saying, you are going to teach these new leaders. You're going to teach them what you've heard from me. So there's Paul and there's Timothy, what you've heard from me. And then you're going to entrust those things, Timothy, to faithful men. So that's generation number 3. Paul, Timothy, faithful men who are going to be able to teach others also. That's 4. So Paul has this idea of a cascading plan of sharing the good news and sharing the gospel. It's something to be done with the strength that comes from the grace of Jesus. It's to be done in the strength of Jesus, and it's going to be done in a way where the people who are leading and who are handed the gospel are faithful, and that they're handing off the message and teaching others also. Where do you find workers like that? It's interesting. Matthew 9:35, it says, "Jesus went through all the cities and the villages, teaching in their synagogues and proclaiming the gospel of the kingdom and healing every disease and every affliction. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them, because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, 'The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore, pray earnestly to the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest.'" The people are harassed, helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. They need protection. They need strength. They need a shepherd. They need shepherds given to them. And so Jesus says to the disciples, weep and mourn and be broken, because there are so many sheep in need of leadership and guidance, but there are few laborers. So pray. That's what he says. Pray to the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest. And I imagine that maybe they paused and they stopped and they prayed because they believed and trusted that that was what they need to do. And then you see what happens in chapter 10, verse 1. "And he called it to him his 12 disciples and gave them authority over unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal every disease and every affliction. The names of the 12 apostles are these: first, Simon, who's called Peter; Andrew, his brother; James, the son of Zebedee; and John, his brother; Philip and Bartholomew; Thomas and Matthew, the tax collector; James, the son of Alphaeus; and Thaddeus; Simon the Zealot; and Judas Iscariot, who betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent out." Where do the workers come from? They come from those who are among us and around us. God has given us everything that we need to advance the church forward in this stage of its life. But are we prayerful about it? Are we praying for the Lord to raise up workers? Well, it's been a joy to share these videos with you. If you'd like to share any feedback or insights or prayer requests, please leave a comment or contact me directly. Thanks for tuning in and watching. It has been a joy to make these. If you just run across this video randomly, I just want to let you know we worship Sundays at Harvest at 10:30 a.m. You can learn more about us at harvestbc.com. I hope you have a great day today. God bless you.